stop in the name of the Queen. No! Made the biggest mistake of your life. Oh, Britannia!
Who dares win?
She's a mess with us. We won't go quietly. You can count on that.
State your business, civilian. Really? Not many go looking for it, but each to their own, I guess. Thameshaven is under lockdown from what we've been able to gather. They've barricaded themselves in. No one goes in or out. Seems their pest problem finally got out of control. Gaunt, eh? I'd steer clear of him. He's a wanted man in these parts, though I hear he's a friend of the Thamesfolk. Can't say that I have. That's the sort of thing the Thamesfolk might know more about. Most of them have taken to living beneath the surface. Beneath us, in the flooded remains of Canada Water Station, Thamesfolk like to keep to themselves. Personally, I wouldn't mind helping them. Thamesfolk are folk just like you and me, but we just don't have the authorization. The orders from up top are clear. No interference with the Thamesfolk. Mutants, children of the Thames. Some of my comrades call them sludge suckers. Never to their face. If you've never seen one, prepare yourself. Just to be clear, I don't advise doing this unless absolutely necessary. They've barricaded the main entrance. You'll have to go in the long way around, through the south entrance. Find their leader, Rachel Hall. Good luck. I wish I could meet the Queen.
You should consider enlisting. We'll need people like you. No!
Copy. Going up. Ground floor.
Yeah! Ah! Ah! Ah!
If it's a fight you want,
there's no use, Rachel. It's a lost cause.
Lost cause. Listen here, Robert Clarkson. This is our home.
It's time to move on. Thameshaven is lost. Give the orders to tear down these barricades and evacuate the market.
You'd have me leave the Ferryman to die.
You'd send more Thamesfolk to die. Or should we just sit here and wait to be overrun? Besides, he'll be fine on his own. Always has done before.
I won't abandon him. Nor Thameshaven.
Hold on. Looks like we have a tourist.
Who are you? How do you get in here? I see. We didn't expect anyone to come through that way. Most of the station back there is caved in on itself. What brought you to Thameshaven, outsider? We have one. Dr. Alan Webb is in the market. Unfortunately, we can't open the gate to outsiders. Not yet. Any other reason why you came here, of all places? I've heard of such places. We were given some old construction papers a while back. Sold them to Sebastian Gaunt. They documented the construction of a laboratory beneath the Shard. I suppose that's where you woke up. And I suppose you'll want to know where we got those papers. I hate to hold this information ransom, but we're desperate. Help us out, and I'll tell you who we got them from. We've had to abandon the main residential district. It became infested with all manner of horrible creatures. The market's secure, but we have to take control of the situation. Otherwise, we'll have to abandon Thameshaven entirely. The ferryman's still down there, continuing the fight. Find him and help, if he's still alive. About that, we've blocked everything off. The only way into the district is down the elevator shaft. Here, you'll want to take some Radix first. Good luck. One day, I'll take my family to see the surface. One day.
It's always a pleasure to see you. Thameshaven, you are my pride and joy.
since you came to my rescue, I'm guessing you're a friend. Oh, I did wonder how long they'd leave me to fend for myself. Now I need to recover. Here, take this. The breach is right next to a load-bearing pillar. The whole tunnel needs sealing. Once it's blocked and the district's clear, take the utility route up to the market. Welcome, friend. Glad to see you.
Here!
about the National Gallery. So many wonderful works of art left to the ravages of time. Yes, especially those with the most wonderful fields of color. I don't suppose you know of the famous work, the Cerulean Meadows? You didn't strike me as an art lover. But any who love the arts would be familiar with this piece. The Cerulean Meadows is truly a spectacle. Fields of azure in every hue, blocked out to abstract the meadow into pure emotion. If, in your wanderings, you happen to peek into the National Gallery, I'd give anything for that painting. Well, anything that I have. And as an artist, well, that's not much.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
It's you. What are you doing here?
My hounds learned to swim today. Not sure if I'll ever get over seeing a human around.
Sorry about that, human.
They call us Sea Devils, warriors of the deep. Monsters. Can't they just leave us alone? Your kind does have two eyes, right?
Hello there, human.
Shut up. Your greasy paws off my hand.
Do you smell that?
Hello. Welcome to the Flying Dutchman. Have a look, Wayfarer.
What can I whip up for you? Anything you need. Take a look.
One day, I'll take my family to see the surface. One day. Hello, human. How are you today?
We all heard the explosion. Since you're alive, I'm guessing thanks are in order. The Thamesfolk are grateful. Thank you. Now, about this underground lab. We had a human boy, Archie, living here for a time. He gave me those construction papers as a gift. Before you ask, he's already moved on. You see, some of the Thamesfolk... No, that's a lie. Most weren't happy with a human living down here. Archie left before there was too much bad blood. The ferryman should know where he went. He was the one brought the boy here in the first place. Dr. Webb's with him in the infirmary. He sends his regards. He should stop by. Thanks again. Tell Archie I said hello. If you find him. Tell him I'm sorry things didn't work out. Is there anything else you needed? Ask away. We're people. Just like you. We just look a little different. If you need anything else, just ask. Stay safe up there.
Hopefully the ferryman will get us some mitten lurk eggs soon. They're delicious.
It's good to know that, at least once in a while, I can rely on the help of a stranger. You have my thanks. Rachel told me about your predicament. I pity you. If one has no past, then through what lens are they to view the future? If there's any way I can help you, any information I can give you, I will. Not much. Only what the boy told me. He woke up in another lab, like you. Except he remembers how he got there. I didn't press him for details. He seemed shook up about it. Understandable. I've met many people in my travels along the Thames, but no one by that name. I know quite a few Smiths, though. I know he's a violent man, but who isn't these days? I try not to involve myself in inland politics. To me, the Isle of Dogs Syndicate and the Vagabonds are one and the same. I won't get invested in their conflict. The general mood in Thameshaven leads towards the Vagabonds. Sebastian Gaunt is a good customer. Not soon enough. The doc says I need to rest up for a while before I can return to my boat. Though I didn't know where else to take him. I thought he'd be safe down here. I was fishing one night on the north side of the Thames. That's when he found me. I came running down the steps to the embankment. I'd never met him before. He was being chased by, I don't know. I think they were soldiers. I didn't recognize their uniforms. They weren't the Tommies or the 5th Column, but they were well equipped. We got away by the skin of our teeth. It's good fortune that my boat was ready to set sail. I saw them all right. I just didn't recognize them. If there was one thing that stood out, it would be their faces. They seemed bored, as if they didn't care about catching him. Their bodies told a different story. I've never seen anyone run that fast before. They were seconds away from snatching him. The Thamesfolk here don't get out much. Thameshaven is an enclave. Most of them have spent too much time around their own kind to trust humans. It was a mistake to bring him here. He was all but forced out. I only know he was kidnapped by the same people he was running from. They took him and some others to a laboratory underground. When I asked about the others, he went quiet. I don't think they made it out. You must realize that his story was of no personal interest to me. So I didn't ask as many questions as you'd probably like. I took him east, to a settlement in Rotherhithe, near that crashed plane. Last I heard, they were facing problems of their own, not too dissimilar to Thameshaven's tribulations. These are dark times for our people. Archie may still be there. I hope he is, for your sake as much as his. You'd be hard-pressed these days to find someone willing to burden themselves with another mouth to feed. I hope so. A lot of the Thamesfolk settlements I've made contact with in the past few months have reported some kind of infestation. Mitten lurks, leeches, pig rats, you name it. If it's not a coincidence, things are worse than I thought. I'd take you there myself, but I need to rest. Doctor's orders.
Nothing like a swim in our Thames.